Hello everyone, my name is Veritas and welcome back to Destiny. Now today we're going to wander to a wall while I turn the volume down on my TV. Alright, so today we're going to try to not play SRL because I know people don't like SRL videos. Those have been my least popular videos recently, so we're going to not do that. As much as I want to do SRL to get a 320 helmet, I'm not going to make a video on it because people don't like it. And I understand, SRL sucks. So we're going to do a mission I haven't done on Mars on my Warlock yet, just to have a little backdrop for us to talk. I was trying to think of topics today. We've already discussed the War Priest challenge mode, so that was kind of pointless. I'm trying to record the challenge modes as they go in order. War Priest this week, and so on, and do like a series on that, talking about the challenge modes in depth as I do them. But I haven't done really any raids this week, and I haven't done any Nightfalls really. So I haven't really done any content on my own. It's been kind of a slow week. With the holidays like Christmas, Christmas Eve, dinners like that, spending time with family, as some people do, or just playing video games and losing yourself. Lose yourself, Eminem. Losing yourself in a game of your choice, Fallout 4, Witcher 3, Destiny, Smash Bros. 4 with the addition of Cloud and the eventual addition of Bayonetta, all that kind of stuff. People seeing Star Wars, Force Awakens, I'll be seeing that soon. Hopefully, and so all that kind of fun stuff. The holidays are holidays are kind of over now for the most part, and New Year's is the next big thing, and New Year's is actually a really fun time because New Year's is more of a neutral holiday. Essentially, there is no religion to New Year's, it's just kind of a thing, and it's usually a thing across multiple cultures too. In multiple countries. That's why I like New Year's a lot, because Christmas kind of gets testy. Because if you don't say Merry Christmas to some people, they get pissed off because they're selfish. If you say Happy Holidays, Christians get mad. Usually, it's just people get really religiously charged around Saturnalia. So it's just I honestly I'm gonna honestly start. When I start hanging out with buddies and that kind of stuff. I think for me, Christmas time of the year is going to be Saturnalia. If you're not familiar with that, that's essentially what the original holiday was Saturnalia. So yeah, it was just it was a celebration for the years whatever and that kind of stuff, and it wasn't bad. It was it was just a good year, hoping for a mild winter and a good spring and that kind of stuff. And it was it was an honest, decent holiday, and a lot of holidays started that way. A lot of holidays always started off like something simple or something relatively not what they are now. I wouldn't say All Hallows Eve started off as the best of holidays, but most holidays went through a lot of legends, a lot of myth, a lot of things like that. And, they've evolved over time, and that's how things change. Essentially, to the Bible, Jesus was born in April or something, or May, something like that. And the celebration of his birth was moved to what used to be Saturnalia, and, it became the 25th of December. And so that's when we celebrate the birth of Christ for some reason. But, it didn't used to be that holiday, when Christians started taking over the world, back in the olden times and kind of now. But more so back in the olden times, they started replacing pagan and existing holidays with ones of their own to basically kind of a victory by attrition. The only way to really get rid of something is to erase it completely. So, if one religion or one culture celebrates something on, say May 10th, and, you're just well, the fucking wise men had a fucking circle jerk on May 10th, so fuck your holiday. It's gonna be fucking the wise circle day, and, it'll eventually become this, this day of thought and recollection and good thinking, when it was originally the day the wise men jerked each other off or something like that. It's something stupid, but it's victory by erasing culture, which is that's kind of twisted, but whatever. Fucking the old world is weird, but yeah. So I don't know. I like New Year's essentially just because it seems to be pretty much time affects everyone. So it's it's pretty much established that the first day of the year is January 1st. on most national calendars, most official calendars, business calendars. Pretty much everyone has to abide by the fact that the first day of the year is January 1st. So that's why I like the New Year's, because it's a very neutral, everyone can celebrate it kind of holiday. If you're in the States, you can watch the ball drop, which is not, a weird thing that you do when you have a son and they get older and they hit puberty and you just like stare at them as their testicles fall, because that would just be weird. If you're not in the States or you're not familiar with it and you're in the States, I don't know if this happens in other countries, but at least here in America, in New York City, the big old Target on the fucking state side, is there's a big like LED lit sphere thing on the top of a tower, and on New Year's night, New Year's Eve, as it reaches midnight and the new year dawns on us, the ball drops. It goes from the top of the tower to the bottom, and signals in the new year at like a minute or something, and it just starts to drop. And as you get to the bottom, the big old screen in New York City says whatever the new year is. So this will be 2016, and everyone celebrates. There's hundreds of people in this Times Square and all that stuff. A good fucking bad idea to do that every year at the same time, but whatever. Oh god. Anyway, so that exists, and then everyone kisses and hugs and happy and celebrates and drinks, because drinking is the only way to make the pain go away. But things like that and stuff. So I like New Year's. It's just it's a neutral, fun thing. You get to it used to be kids get to stay up late. That was like the one night you got to stay up late. Especially if it ended on like a Saturday or something. It was always cool because you could get past bedtime to watch the new year come in, and it was always fun like that. So that was always a nice time. So I like New Year's. I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, I hope you guys had a good holiday, a good Christmas, a good Kwanzaa, a good Hanukkah, whatever thing exists at the end of December for you and your joyous time of the year at the end of the year, right before we start ringing in the new one. So I hope you guys have a good New Year's. If you have any fun New Year's resolutions, go ahead and leave a comment below of what they are. I know I have a couple, definitely. And hopefully this year I'll actually do them. But yeah, so that's going to be it. I just want to talk about the holidays. Now that we're past that, we can get into next year. Bungie's also gone radio silent until next year, which is interesting, but we'll worry about that later. But yeah. So if you have any New Year's resolutions, go ahead and leave a comment below. Until the next video, we'll talk about that, hopefully, soon. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, very much appreciated. And until the next video, have a great day, everyone.